and welcome to Pokemon TCG Center. Mario with you. Today I have another deck analyze and review for the next standard format that will be from X and Y base set on. So basically, what is in this deck? It is some kind of Seismitoad, Manectric, and Crobat deck. Basically, Seismitoad EX is good to start with it, so you can Quaking Punch and prevent your opponents by playing item cards like Trainer's Mail, Ultra Balls, Level Balls, so you just can slow down your opponents and preventing him from building up his bench and by preventing him by attacking you hard and like playing some other item cards like Mega Turbos or maybe some Spirit Links so he can evolve into Mega Pokemon. So basically with Seismitoad EX you will use it just for Quaking Punch with Muscle Band with total damage to output for 50 for a turn. The real deal in this deck should be a Manectric EX. Basically with Overrun you can hit for 40 with Muscle Band and spread 20 more damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. This is pretty good when you have Golbats and Crobats, so you can spread more damage and set up a knockout for Assault Laser for 60 plus 60 if your opponent's Pokemon have Tool. Of course, this is not a big deal because you can just manually attach Tool to EX with Headringer, and this is pretty simple and pretty good to use. Also with Crobat, Skill Dive and Surprise Bite, you can just spread more damage across with Sneaky Bite, of course, Golbat and Swoop across. And of course, last in this deck we have two Shaymins EX, of course, for setup. This is pretty good card in pretty much all decks. You can just easily start with Shaymin and Sky Return for 50 if you have Muscle Band, or 30 and prevent your opponents from taking two prize cards when you have Shaymin in active spot. And of course you'll be able to set up faster, and that's pretty much all you want to do. So basically for early game you have Seismitoad for Quaking Punch if you start with it, and for late game you have Assault Laser for 120 if your opponents have tools, so you can just set up knockouts and grab two prize easily. Of course there are line 3-3-2 Crobats. I decided to play only 3 Zubats. I know that might be a pretty risky, but I decided to play only 3 because we have 2 Shaymins, so one Shaymin if it's in a prize you won't be able to do anything. So a pretty much risky deck to play, but it needs a lot of testings in the future. Of course, maybe you can cut one Shaymin into one and play 4 Zubat, but it's all new. From item cards we have 3 Super Scoop Ups, so we can just scoop up any card from play, like any Pokemon from play that we need. Of course, you should probably scoop up Golbats and Crobats so you can spread more damage counters. One switch just in case you need to switch and you can't switch. 2 Trainer's Mail. I decided to play only 2 Trainer's Mail because there is a little room in this deck, so basically 2 of them would be nice. Of course, 4 Ultra Balls so you can search any type of Pokemon you need. Only 2 Versus Seeker. The main reason to playing only 2 Versus Seeker, well, basically I play in pretty much all decks 2 Versus Seeker, and I managed to get pretty good hands each turn. So basically 2 Versus Seeker are good when you have Shaymin in play. AZ, only 1, so you can just scoop up without flipping coin a Golbat or Crobat. Of course 2 Lysander. For drawing we have 4 Professor's Birch and 4 Sycamore. Well, in this case, I think that 10 drawing supporters are pretty much too much, so basically I will just cut one Birch Observation and add 4th Zubat in this live review, because I do a lot of testings and I managed to draw a pretty much always Ultra Ball, so I can just go for Shaymin, and I think that 9 driving supporters are pretty much good because you have 2 Shaymins, and that's pretty much like you have 11 supporters to draw. Also maybe 1 Secret Dash will be good, just in case you need to discard Golbat or Crobats in early game, but that's just on you. We have, of course, 4 Sycamores and 2 more Shaunas for the late game, just in case you have a lot of cards in your hand and you won't draw 7 cards, so you can just deck out, just play Shauna. 106 from a trainer card from stadiums. I decided to play Rough Seas. Pretty much you have Manectric and Seismitoad, and both can be healed, so I decided to play Rough Seas. Maybe you should play one Silent Lab or the new stadium for Mega Evolution Pokemons that puts 2 damage counters on them between turns. But that's pretty much on the place where you play and on the deck that your opponents play. So basically, in this deck, Rough Seas I think would be the best in my place where I play. So, of course, 3 Muscle Bands and 2 Head Ringers. Maybe you can even tech 3 Head Ringers, or maybe 2 Head Ringers and 2 Chaining Nets, because you have Manectric EX. If you play against a lot of decks that run EX Pokemons in your town for Assault Laser, those Head Ringers and Chaining Nets would be pretty bad to have, pretty badass to have in this deck. Of course, 4 Double Colorless Energies, and I decided to play only Lightning Energies because the main attacker in late game should be probably Manectric EX, so that's the reason why I have 6 Lightning Energies in this deck. So pretty much that's the deck list. Let's do some testings and see how this deck will actually perform. Okay, so just give me a quick look so I can just save this deck, go versus. Okay, so Seismitoad, let's try to test it and let's see how it actually will perform. You can also check 60 cards, a blog where I will just read about this deck, and if you need any cards for this deck, just hit to 60 card web page and dig through the cards. Maybe you'll find something that you need. So basically they have a lot of cards that can be useful and also good price. Okay, so we start against Giratina EX. So basically, when my opponents hit me, I will not be able to play any Special Energy Stadium card or anything like that. This looks like Hoopa EX, and it is Hoopa EX. Okay, so luckily I have a Double Colorless Energy, I have a Head Ringer, I have Ultra Ball, I have Sean, I have pretty badass start, and looks like this is a Rayquaza EX deck. Okay, it is. So it's my turn. Okay. First of all, let's see what we can do. We can just attach 1 Head Ringer right here. We can go for maybe let's see. Well, Double Colorless Energy for sure. Let's go 1 Ultra Ball and see if we have second Shaman. We have. I need to set up pretty much. There's Rough Seas. Let's just counter his stadium. What do I have here? Maybe I should go for Xerosic this turn. Xerosic for sure, so I can just remove this Double Dragon Energy. And basically, I should just hit for 30 and set up with Shaman. Going from the second Shaman, he won't be able to knock it out my Shaman. So basically, that's the reason why I do that. Okay, so there's a Mega Turbo and versus Seeker for Sycamore. He's already on 28 cards left. And he have also 2 Dragon Rayquaza EX already on his bench. So this will be a hard to play. There's Muscle Band. Second Energy. Since I don't have a... Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need to start a deck. Okay, so this is pretty bad hand. I'll just go Sycamore. Let's put 2 damage counters right there. Of course, we will Sky Return for 50. And let's go in front with Manectric so we can spread the damage to Benched Rayquaza. He also has Shrine of Memories, so he can just hit me for 30 with double Colorless Energy or pretty much any double Dragon Energy, but I hope he won't be able to do that. I have Muscle Band ready, I have Shauna, I have also a double Colorless Energy. I think I should probably better go in the front with Seismitoad EX. I think that would be a smarter option to play. And there's a Scorched Earth. He's already on 19 cards. I can see my opponent's deck out. Okay, so let's try to go in the front with Seismitoad. Let's set up. Okay, so there's a Ultra Ball. For a Crobat. Let's try to Super Scoop up. Okay, so I just Super Scoop up my Crobat. And I will just Quaking Punch. But I didn't play a supporter card this turn. Maybe I should just go for a Xerosic and discard that double Dragon Energy and hit for 50 with Quaking Punch. I mean 30 because this Rayquaza have a wild ability. But at least he won't be able to play a item cards. So no Mega Turbos, no Switch, no Super Scoop Up, no any kind of cards like that. So pretty much he won't be able to retreat on his Mega Rayquaza, and I'll be able to spread some more damage. Okay, so let's put one energy, double Colorless Energy, Crobat. Of course, Quaking Punch. Why do I put double Colorless Energy on Crobat? Well, that's because I can just Super Scoop up him and put back that double Colorless Energy, and of course, if I will need to Sneaky Bite him on the bench. Since I play only one switch, I won't be able to switch without a third energy, but of course I have two more remaining Super Scoop Ups in the deck. And there's a Sycamore, so he's on 8 cards left. And he come in the front with Reshiram, because he have a free retreat, but he don't have a necessary energy to attack me. And of course there's a Crobat, so 3 more damage counters. And I can see a Super Scoop Up. Okay, it's a Tails. Should I take a risk and grab maybe another Super Scoop Up? It's a bit risky. Okay, so 2 Tails and Super Scoop Ups. No more Super Scoop Up remaining, only 1 AZ left. Luckily I have Lysander in my hand, so I can just catch his Dragon Rayquaza. Or maybe, okay, so there's a N, or maybe I should just, okay, so he come in the front with Mega Rayquaza, that's 300 damage. So I'm in a bit of trouble. Let's just play a Rough Seas. Okay, I can hit for 100, and I can set up a Crobat next turn, probably. That will be enough damage counters. Okay, so for sure I will go a Zubat down. 1 more energy right there. Right, let's just retreat to Manectric and hit for 100. Without energies, he won't be able to do anything, and he just retreat. I can just AZ. Oh, okay, so he retreat, so he can charge his Mega Rayquaza. And there's a Ultra Ball. 300 damage. Let me see. Reduced by 20 grass. Um, okay, so it's a victory. So he just surrendered because he's just realized that he won't be able to do anything without energies, and I managed to drop a victory. So pretty much good deck to play. I mean, I just managed to take victory against a Dragon Rayquaza, which is pretty strong deck in this format. There is a deck list, so I hope you enjoyed watching this video. This was a quickly video where I show you a gameplay with the new X and Y on standard format, Manectric, Seismitoad, and Crobat deck. So thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more official videos. Don't forget to check a 60 cards net page where you can also check blog from me and a lot of other players. Don't forget also to check their cards that they selling and also buying. I mean, it's a great community, so you should check this out. So thank you once again for watching. Have a nice day and goodbye.